हरे कृष्ण। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। So yesterday Gail Mataji was asking question that how can we blame somebody for for misguiding. So the question was that they don't know only. They have good intention in guiding their children, but they don't know what is right. So how can we blame somebody if they don't know what is right? Like most of the materialistic people, they have good intention to take care of their children, but they misguide them because they themselves don't know what is right. So here Rishabh Dev is telling, don't take responsibility of a mother, father, husband, guru, and all if you cannot deliver your dependents. Nowadays, people are taking responsibilities, but they don't know what is right, and definitely they are 100% misguiding their dependents. Dependents, dependents, dependents. Hare Krishna. I'm sorry. So now, how they are responsible if they don't know only? And now most of the parents, they are not able to guide the children properly. Themselves don't know. So for this, we have to understand few things. So I just wanted to share in this regard how the parents are responsible. So how the things work in this world, we'll try to understand that concept first. I'll just share the screen. I'll write for you few things. See, first thing, we have to be selfless in this life. We have to work for somebody and care for somebody. That is the first principle. So we have to see for whom we are dedicating our life. There should be somebody whom we dedicate our life. That is what is the first thing in human life. We cannot live a selfish life. We can't be selfish. So that is not the first thing. So here comes the first problem with human beings. They are selfish. So everything they do, it is for their own benefit. So that life is animal life. We have to always think of somebody else and care for them. You experience something higher, because spiritual world is that only, where everybody is thinking of somebody. Of course they are thinking of Krishna. So if we cannot do this, so what happens is the growing of consciousness comes like this. So growth of consciousness, when we are very small, when we are just born, we only think of our food. Anything comes, it will go into our mouth only. That was our state of consciousness. It's a animalistic consciousness, only annamaya. So then the consciousness grows, pranamaya, then manomaya, and vijnanamaya, and anandamaya. So what happens now, our consciousness starts growing till the age of 15. Our body and consciousness both grow. Body and consciousness both starts growing. So what happens when we are very small child? So that time we only think of food, only Annamaya level. So when we are little grown up, when we are kids, then we start thinking of friends, family. Family also starts come, and then our food plus food. Then when we go to like students, then we have friends, family, and then later on when we grow, there should add society. But what happens after this wish? So these things will happen naturally. So along with the body and consciousness, both are growing till here. But after 15, then body is growing, but consciousness growth, we should make an endeavor. Consciousness growth, endeavor is needed. Where people stop doing it, they don't grow in terms of consciousness, they are growing only in terms of body, and then they continue to remain selfish. And this is actually where the problem comes. We have to start thinking of others and grow our consciousness, don't remain like animals. So first thing is, we have to like how much we are thinking of working for others welfare. So that is what is Rishabh Dev is telling. Nayam deho deho bhajanu roke. Sorry, it says Pita na sasyat, Pati na sasyat, Janani na sasyat. So you cannot take the responsibility of father. So any of these things is Guru na sasyat. So life is responsibility. This is actually what is taught here. So people should make an endeavor to grow in this direction. Life is not for enjoyment. So this is where the mistake is happening. Life is not for enjoyment, it is for responsibility. In responsibility you experience pleasure. Like I was talking to one of my relatives. So then she completed her medical studies, and then her grandmother became sick, and she was supposed to write for higher studies. She was preparing for higher studies in medical science only. Then but she left everything, came and was taking care of her grandmother. I asked, why are you doing? You have to study. She told, Arey, why did I study my medical if I cannot serve my own people? And this is what I studied for, to take care of my own people first, and then I'll serve the society. So for her, the purpose was very clear. She felt it's a responsibility, and she told that when I was doing, I was feeling very happy. Now she could have spent her time in watching movies and other things, but she felt happy in taking care of her old grandmother. Now why? Because the life she felt is a responsibility. So in responsibility she is getting happiness. So this is where the human being should understand this themselves. So responsibility is happiness. Now here what happens is, now people, they take responsibility of the family, and they selflessly serve family. So this is actually what people are doing presently. But here comes the most important thing, that because their ego is only, some people are genuinely taking care of family and serving. But where is the problem coming now? They are putting themselves as center. I and mine. This is actually the problem. Aham mameti. So the problem is not service. The problem is who is in the center. So that's why Prahalad Maharaj is telling, Nate vidu swardha gatim hi Vishnu. We all have to be selfish. Real selflessness is real selfishness is to be selfless only. So we all have to be selfish. You'll understand what I am telling. Just be patient. Just wait for 2 minutes. You'll understand this point what I am telling now. See, first is I told we cannot live a selfish life. We have to grow our consciousness, which stops growing after time. We have to make an endeavor. When we start growing our consciousness, we start working for others. We understand life is a responsibility. That is clear. So first is start growing consciousness. Then you understand life is responsibility. So when you understand this, then we start working for others. We don't just enjoy. Enjoyment will come partly. Like you take responsibility of your studies, you take responsibility of job, in the house, family, all responsibility are there. Along with that, you will get some time for sense gratification. Because धर्मस्य हि अपवर्गस्य नार्तो रताय उपकल्पते नार्तस्य धर्मैकान्तस्य कामलाभाय स्मृतः धर्मस्य हि अपवर्गस्य narto rata. So it is for apavarga only. So life is responsibility and not for just kamasya na indriya priti labho jiveta yavata. You see, kamasya na indriya priti, that is not the purpose of life. Just enjoy. Labho jiveta, how much is necessary, that much only you enjoy. Remaining part, take responsibility. Jivasya tattva jignasa. So when people start life as responsibility, then they will start growing their consciousness. Both will happen simultaneously. Because they don't feel life as responsibility, they feel life as enjoyment, then the problem comes. So this is the major mistake people are doing now, and that is what is educated. Even till Middle Ages, even in Europe, people were not thinking life as enjoyment, it was responsibility only. After Middle Age and Industrial Revolution, that time all this enjoyment, life is enjoyment, that concept came. Otherwise, church is the center of people's life. People were God-centered life was there even in the European countries. All over the world it was like God-centered life. So that was there. And in Vedic culture, nobody was fighting for the rights. Everybody was fighting, everybody was doing the duty. Because they know life is responsibility. That's why you will not find any revolutions in Vedic culture. Why there is no revolution? People were never thinking that life is a enjoyment, it's a responsibility. I have to do my duty and that's all. Others, everybody will tell, do your duty, that's all. Nobody will tell, no, you make a revolution, fight for your rights. No. That's why, in spite of so much differences, so much cultural differences and so many other socio-economic conditions, everything was different in India. Even now also, languages, dress, food, customs, everything is changing, but people are able to stay together. Why? Because they understand that life is not for fight. No, it's not just to fighting for the right. It's a responsibility. So they know, okay, everybody is doing their responsibility. Let them do. I may not like the way he is doing, but let him do his responsibility. Because life is responsibility. That's what dharmasya. You have to do your dharma. So now what is happening? Here the problem started. When you take life as enjoyment, then people started giving up their responsibility. So here when this verse says, Guru na sasyat, pati na sasyat, jananya sasyat, you are not taking responsibility properly. You have to be responsible. Now what is happening now? If I am putting, then So here the two differences come. Life has responsibility, uh, and life as enjoyment. In both cases, here in the present state, it is I and my only. But in this case, what happens, people start growing in consciousness. Here, people degrade in consciousness. And that is actually what is happening. Presently, the whole society is getting degraded. That is because they are not understanding this concept. And here, I and mine is center. But then slowly, because his consciousness is growing, then what happens? He will put the guru in the center. Then what is said is Krishna is the center. So action is based on Krishna. I take care of my family and all, but instead of family in the center, you put Krishna in the center. So when they get association of a proper bona fide guru and Vaishnavas, then they put Krishna as center. Or otherwise also it is Dharma in the center. Dharma is the center. That actually what happens. So then that is what is proper responsibility. Life is like that. Now, even if person is not Krishna conscious, he will put Dharma as the center and run. Whole Mahabharata is talking about Dharma. All the Puranas and Ithihasas, they all talk about Dharma. Okay, Dharma Rakshita Rakshita, you just follow Dharma. Eventually he will grow, either he will grow in consciousness, he may go to Swargaloka, Janaloka, Maharloka, Tapaloka, and then he will get liberated. Or if he is a devotee, he will come to like this. So here the degradation in consciousness is happening because this is what is the problem. So now why we have to say that this is wrong? Because they themselves are not understanding life is responsibility. So they have to, okay, I am taking care of my children. You are taking care of children, but what about your consciousness? You have to work in growing your consciousness also. Then only you will be properly taking. You want to enjoy life? Then it won't happen. Like now what is happening, I'll give an example. I am not want to blame anyone. But now mothers, they give mobile to children. Why? They themselves want to have some relaxed time and they don't want to work very hard, and the child is crying. What they do, they just put a mobile in the hand of the child. The child is watching so that mother can do whatever she wants. She want to watch TV, she want to enjoy. Previously, when the exams are happening, if the children are in the school and they are going, there were no what do you say, disconnection. We used to have that one. Parents were sacrificing their own personal enjoyment for the education of the children. So for education, why? They understand it is our responsibility. Now they are not doing it. What they are doing, even that is also not, at least that much responsibility parents were having. There were no cable connections, that time any OTT was not there. So parents were not watching themselves any TV. They used to cut the cable connections, and they used to sacrifice their what do you say, all the events at home and all these functions and all. Even now also some devotees mothers, and they call and tell, Proji, exam is there, please pray for my son. Today is the results also, I think JE results are there today, some devotees called. So they said results are coming, please pray for him. So they feel it's such a big responsibility, and many places also. So this is then what happens when they see that, okay, this is what we should do selflessly, and then when they grow, they also continue the same thing. At least one level, the selfishness. Now things are coming into enjoyment. This is where the programming is becoming wrong. They are not teaching enjoyment. Actually, one thing is the blame should be given to the propaganda that is happening because of entertainment industry, and this is all the effect of Kali, we have to say. Kali has creep up so much, it is not telling, and we are also responsible one way. So the center is not dharma, center is enjoyment. This is the greatest flaw, and we can one nice blame is we can tell to the blame Kali. Time is like that. No, this is not correct. We have to train, and the training should happen from the childhood. The training should happen from the school time, where all the children should be taught this, and parents also. So both should be given the training that how to take life as a responsibility. This should be there. Say in Bhagavad Gita, when Arjuna is fighting, Krishna is talking about responsibility only. Arjuna, you are a Kshatriya, you be responsible. So, that is what is all the time it is explained. And now people are all the news here, there, reporters and all, everywhere they are teaching about this. Industries are all teaching about how people are fighting for their rights. There were revolution in this country, that revolution, Gen Z revolutions. Why Gen Z revolutions? Because people are not taught about responsibility. You are talking about rights, but what about duties? So you have rights and duties. We should not talk about rights, we should talk about duties. Then things will be very nice in this world. So here the responsibility of parents is they have to be responsible. There is no option for them. They have to take training. Even if they are not get training, but at this they are working and growing their consciousness. Personally they are working. I told after age of 15, 16, the consciousness don't grow unless you work on it. Body grows, consciousness don't grow. Consciousness make an endeavor. Now also see, we are growing in our age, but consciousness we don't make an endeavor, it don't grow only. We have to every day be conscious and read, hear, learn, be attentive in learning. Prabhupada is so much investing his energy, time, and devotion in this purpose. Why? To make our consciousness grow. So when we are hearing them attentively, our consciousness will definitely grow. Even very hard-hearted person's heart also will start changing. So growth in consciousness is change in heart. So our heart is so selfish. We think of I and mine. So this should work. So if they are not working, growing, that is their responsibility. That is the fault they are having. So we cannot say I am not responsible, I don't know. Ignorance is no excuse. Because you don't know the laws of state and then you commit mistakes, still you will be penalized and you will be imprisoned, right? We have to take responsibility in knowing it. Similarly, you got a human form of life, you start being conscious and try to grow. And if you are doing it, Krishna in the heart will help to come in right direction, no matter wherever, in whichever part in the world he is. If he is working, he want to know what is right, Krishna in the heart will give you what is right. You wherever you are, Krishna is going to do it, and you will get Bhagavad Gita of Prabhupada there. Idam shariram mama durvibhavam sattam hi me hridayam yatra dharmaha prishte krito me yad adharma arad ato hi mam rishabham prabhur arya. Any questions on this till now? If this concept what I told, it is clear. The question is, we understood that grihasthas have responsibility, but what responsibility do brahmachari have, especially those following Krishna consciousness but accept the temple? Oh, recording is not on. Oh. Okay, I'll answer this question. See, Brahmachari is also responsibility. If he's joining ashram to escape responsibility, then he's not going to survive. This is very important. See, in Brahmachari ashram, it is also uh, he should willing to work hard. See, hard work, na, there is no replacement. Everybody should work hard. Kashtan kaman arhate vidbhujange. That is not kashtan kaman he don't want to do. But tapodhyam he should do. Tapasya is also hard work only. He has to give up his sense gratification and take a higher responsibility. As a family man, he is taking responsibility. Brahmachari should take responsibility. What is the responsibility? He should read Shastra and explain to the society what is the Shastra. What is the responsibility he should do? He should understand the Krishna consciousness and trying to spread it. Or serve the Guru very sincerely. That responsibility. If Guru's mission is there, if Guru want him to take care of deities or take care of temple or maintain a temple or whatever, Goshala, whatever Guru gives. So, he should take responsibility of Guru's mission. Guru's service. So here he is serving family as a family man. As a, if he is married, Grihastha will take care of family. But Brahmachari should take care responsibilities there. It's hard working should be there. Just to escape hard work, if he joins ashram, then he will not progress. He will only remain mithyachari. It will be a disaster for him. And that has happening for many people also. That is what they preach. Are in Grihastha it is so difficult. Come and join ashram, everything will be easy. If that is what is told and made him join ashram, after some time he will feel miserable. Then he will go back and again he will, after some years he will go and he wanted to continue. But if he's that type of out of fear for grahasthashram and no big responsibility and fear, that should not be that. Here also responsibility is there. Here also hard work is there. Where you want to work hard, according to your psychophysical nature, you have to make a decision. It is not the decision based on fear and all. It's a decision based on your own nature. You are fit to be in this way, and then it is good. You can see your astrological chart, and you know, okay, you are not fit. Your Ketu is in the in a particular house, second house, and all. Then you are not fit for family life because you cannot handle that. So better you join ashram and you dedicate your life. So service is hard work is there in both places. That is the important thing. Yeah. So we will just take this question. Yes, Gail Mataji.
Yeah, I want to follow up on this, but as far as the recording, I'm seeing that the live button is there. So is it recording or not? Because I see the live thing. Huh?
It is. I don't know. Maybe it should.
I see the record thing is not there, but the live thing.
If
Maybe live means
this,
YouTube recording.
I'm not sure, but
Oh.
then it is getting recorded. Yeah.
Yeah, something is not,
This is,
because the record button should also be on, you know. Anyway.
live is there. It is getting recorded in YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. No problem.
Okay.
Some other time we'll
Okay.
again continue.
No, because I need for these things to be recorded. That's why I want to make sure. Yeah, so when we say, because when it came to the brahmachari ashram, you know, the first thing you said about responsibility is that their responsibility is to work hard, right? But
Hard
grihasthas,
for Guru service.
yeah, but also, you know, a grihastha also, if they're initiated, they should also be working for Guru's service too, no? Working hard for Guru's service.
See what happens na, they cannot do full time service to Guru because they have other responsibility also. They They will also do service for Guru. Eventually they have to come full time for the service of Guru, but till their children are grown up and family is settled, they cannot take a full time job for Guru. But
Yeah,
they
but
can
the taking care of the family
do service
is,
to Guru to some extent.
yeah, but I'm calling taking care of the family. The guru will want that to be their service.
Yeah,
Oh,
for some
I'm not
age
here. Wait.
of
The
life,
connection is not good, Prabhu.
that
Prabhu. You're not coming through clearly. The
oh, I'm
connection
sorry.
is bad.
You're
No, can't hear properly.
you're able to hear now.
No.
You're able to hear now.
Well, let's see. I mean, it's not good, but let's see.
Hope uh, now now it is better.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Yes, Mantesh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what I am telling is, for Grahastha till particular age, 55, 60, after that he also have to do full-time service to Guru. At least he should dedicate his life for Guru after taking care of his family responsibilities. So once the children are grown up, once they are completed their studies, then he should let them do their own things. He should not again, no, now I want to settle my children, construct a house for them, then get our grandchildren married and all these things. So they should not go into that. They should start working for Guru now after some age. So that is very important.
But until that age, I mean, I'm also saying that is also, you know, because guru will want them to take care of family. That is also service to guru because he is doing what guru wants.
Yeah, yeah. See what happens. Now, there are two types of absorptions. I will explain this. See what happens taking care of family and serving Guru. So, family. So this taking care of family as service to Guru.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now what is happening here? Na? What is the there is one small disadvantage in here is uh, here there is so many complications like because it is always there is complication in the self. First is selfishness. So this always happens. I want when uh, uh, what happens is that like it is my wife, my children, my house, and I start thinking of them. So there are two types of centers we have. One center is Krishna centered, one is family centered. So because it is a very complicated situation, the absorption. So first is we become selfish because my family. Second is our absorption also will be so much into my son, my daughter, my wife, my husband. So our absorption is also in the family members. So these things are going to get affected, that without our, unless one is a Jivan Mukta or a very elevated soul, he will be free from it. Otherwise this effect will be there. Even though he is doing as a service to Guru, this is going to definitely affect him. But in the service to Guru, direct service to Guru, so this is not going to happen. Like a brahmachari is doing in ashram, he don't have his own personal house, personal property, personal things. All belongs to Guru only. So there the absorption in that items will be less compared to in grahasthashram, because you have some independence here. You, because the property is on your name, the children will not go to anybody else. They are 100% with you. Wife will not So at least hopefully she'll not go to somebody. She's 100% with you. So here na, the identification is very strong. Whereas here the identification is less. So that's the advantage in ashram. You don't have much identification. It's a, ashram belongs to guru, property belongs to guru, and you don't have anything to enjoy separately. There is no privacy and all. So these are the advantages in the ashram. It may be disadvantages for somebody, and somebody may feel it is advantages because you don't have that absorption in matter so much. But when it's family life, there is absorption in matter. That is default. It happens because, like say, I am given a mobile, and you tell that okay, after 10 days I'll take from you, then I'll not get attached to it. But if you give a mobile and tell Projit, this is permanently for you, it's a gift, you can keep for yourself. So immediately there is a certain attachment that happens to the mobile. When you
Mhm.
told it is only for 10 days or 1 month, I may not be attached to it so much. I know I have to give it back. You are seeing the difference? When it
Yeah.
comes to family, the attachment becomes very deeper because you know it is mine. When it in the ashram, you don't have anything like that because you know it does not, belong to you. You have to give it up eventually. So the
Mhm.
absorption and the selfishness will not be so much, and that will help him to get absorbed in something higher very easily, like that.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. And then also, when you were talking about how as a person grows, right? There's
Yeah,
anamaya, manomaya, so on, right? And then you
yeah.
brought in this thing that um, at the age of 15, right?
I just gave roughly time, that is 13, 14, 15, 16. That's it's in between that ages. It's like that.
Yeah. What can you say again? What happens around that time?
See what happens na, our as we are growing when we are child, the consciousness is also growing for us. We need not make an endeavor to grow our conscious separately. It is growing along with the body. You can see that. For children, we did not make any endeavor in growing consciousness. When we are childhood, our consciousness is growing along with our body also. But after certain age, it won't grow. Consciousness don't grow. Only body grows. We have to make an endeavor to grow the consciousness. Now, now our
Okay.
consciousness don't grow on its own.
Okay. Wait. So you know, on its own, the consciousness will grow without separate endeavor, right?
Yeah,
So when we're talking about in terms of anamoya, monomoya, like that,
yeah.
up until which of these moyas, let's say, will the consciousness grow without separate endeavor?
Till manomaya, to some
Okay, so
extent, it is pranamaya
to,
and manomaya.
okay, and that monomoya again, we said that
It
um,
is you start identifying the existence of others. You may do little service for others to some extent. And that's how it is. Some service to society, some service to family. To some extent, people do it.
okay, and so that's let's say between 13, 15, right?
Yeah, yes, yes.
And then you know to grow beyond, let's say service to family and some limited extent to society, to grow beyond
Yeah,
that
and then
point.
further going beyond that, this is that okay, there should be some self actualization. Then person should start doing sadhana. You should make a separate sadhana should be performed to grow further consciousness. That's why we need sadhana. If you don't do sadhana, we don't grow in our consciousness, right?
Well, sadhana, you know refers to service to Krishna, no? At
Yeah,
that
service
point.
to Krishna, service to Guru, some meditation practices, some pranayama, yoga, that is also will help in growing consciousness. Some
Yeah,
sacrifices, yajna people are doing, any sacrifices they are doing, they'll grow in consciousness.
but by growing in consciousness, you mean becoming more increasingly selfless. No.
Increasing is selfless and or at least following the dharma more clearly. The focus is on more on dharma. So then they will be elevated to higher planets. What is the difference between the living beings in higher planets and lower planets? They are on a higher level of consciousness. Their awareness of reality is more, and they may not be completely like selfless, but they know higher things and then they perform dharma properly. So they know how to do the action properly.
Okay. But you brought in this whole conversation as a way to connect to what we were discussing yesterday about, parents not um
So
knowing
what I'm telling is, life is responsibility. So this is the first thing people should understand. So
duty,
till
right?
Middle Ages,
Responsibility,
people were yeah,
responsibility.
duty and responsibility.
Well,
Yeah,
those are the
duty.
same thing, no? Duty and responsibility. Does it make distinction between duty and responsibility?
You are doing your actually duty is little lesser, responsibility higher. You do as a duty. A responsibility means like now you told me, okay, I'll do my duty, but I should take responsibility of that action. Then it is little more higher. Like my boss is telling, I'll just might do my duty, but if I take responsibility I may become the boss. Because I can, there are some employees who just do their duty, but some employees they are ready to take responsibility also. So that means you are trying to help others in doing their duty in responsibility. That is the difference. You can help others also in responsibility. In duty, okay, as a duty I do it. It is also one level of responsibility, but it is little more higher than duty also.
Mm.
I take care of my children as a duty. I take care of my children as a responsibility. So there is some
Yeah,
differences.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not really so clear about the distinction there.
Like say now you are having 10 people under you and they are working, and now all the 10 are doing their duty, but one person is ready to do this duty and also ready to take responsibility of making others do. Then you will make him supervisor. You say okay,
Mhm.
you make sure that they are doing their duty properly, and he will do his duty and also make sure that others are also doing. You make him the
Oh,
in charge.
okay. Okay. So back to how it relates to this this point that parents who don't know properly what they're how to be responsible
Responsibility.
for. Yeah.
So the mistake where that happened is they stopped growing in their consciousness. That is the mistake they are doing. They should work on growing their consciousness. Then they know what to do in life and how to take care of children also properly, because they will live with dharma. They will live with they will God-centered life or dharma-centered life. That should be the life for them. So they where the mistake is, they just the children comes accidentally or because of their enjoyment. Then what type of children they will get and what type of life they are going to give to children. So children are just a byproduct of their enjoyment, that's all. So then
Yep.
it won't happen anything good.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is that you know there this concept does not even exist. You know, for the most part in society that we have to make effort to grow our consciousness. We just think that we have to maintain our bodies only. The concept of growing in consciousness, we expect everything to just happen kind of automatically, as you were saying, up to Manamoya. Nobody is thinking, okay, now I should work on growing my consciousness. That concept doesn't even exist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, That's why ahara nidra bhayamaitunyam cha samanyamaitat pashuvirana dharmo hi tesha adhiko vishesha dharmeni hinas pashu. If you are not having dharma, not working for dharma, you are equal to an animal. That's why I was telling
Mhm.
you, dharma centered life. The center should be dharma, or if not, at least best is to have Krishna centered life. If not Krishna centered, at least dharma, you should be dharma centered life. Or dharmena hina pashu hi samana. You are like a pashu animal, like that.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, again, it comes back to, devotees taking responsibility, because since only devotees are aware of these things, you know, we have to kind of take the responsibility to educate people. Otherwise, by
Yeah,
default, people will not, they cannot grow in consciousness if they're not even aware of the concept.
yeah, that is true. Actually, what happens is this others are also there. Outside people are also, but they know about dharma. They may not know about bhakti and all, but they know about dharma concept. So that much they can teach people.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
there are people who know about dharma and they teach about dharma.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, I mean, it's a tangent, but Prabhu, can you just describe again? Um, I think is uh not vegan Moya. What is it after
Annamaya,
Manomaya?
Pranama, Manomaya. Manomaya,
No,
Vijnanamaya, and Anandamaya.
yeah, vegan. Yeah, I did say it right. So it's Vijnanamoya. So can you describe what happens at Vijnanamoya?
Vijnanamaya is a realized state where a person has realized the truth to a greater extent. And that is actually now we are reading. Now we are reading Shastras. Now, when we are realizing this, then only we are at Vijnanamaya stage. At least some Vijnana we have now. We may not do very gross sinful activities and all because we understand that this is not correct. So that means we have some Vijnana. So Vijnana is a realized state. And the highest vijnana is when a person gets highest vijnana, he can get liberation also. So we are trying to come to a state of vijnanamaya now. That is what all our effort is to get realizations about the
Mm-hmm.
truth. Yeah.
Mm. And then what once you get that realization, then the the bliss of experiencing that realization is Anandamoya, no?
Yes, yes, yes.
Mhm. Uh-huh. Okay, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Any other questions? Okay, we will take tomorrow. I will just read this purport so that it will be easy to keep in the record. My transcendental body, Satchidananda Vigraha, looks exactly like human form, but it is not a material human body. It is inconceivable. I am not forced by nature to accept a particular type of body. I take on a body by my own sweet will. My heart is also spiritual and I always think of the welfare of my devotees. Therefore, within my heart can be found the process of devotional service which is meant for the devotees. Far from my heart that have I abandoned religion, adharma, and non devotional activities. They do not appeal to me. Due to all these transcendental qualities, people generally pray to me as Rishabdev, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the best of all living entities. So we'll take this purport tomorrow. Uh, if there is no questions, comments, we will end here. Okay, we have. Yes, Srinivas Prasad Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dharan Pranam Prabhuji. Prabhuji, this question is little different from the topic which you're discussing. I just wanted to ask you about what exactly is the tantric kind of uh, knowledge or practice, and how is it matlab, different from the uh, Vedic process? So,
No, Tantric way is also Vedic process only, bro. It is basically with yantras and mudras they worship. That is tantric worship. So it is in Sattaguna. Uh, that is also in Sattaguna also. Like
Okay.
the Vishnu temples in Kerala, they do tantric worship.
Hmm.
So they use more mudras and yantras to worship. So it is a tantric worship.
So
And
like,
some tantric worships are for Tamoguna also. They
hmm.
are doing Bhairava and Kali
Hmm.
and other things.
Yes.
They also do some tantric worships.
So what is that?
So that is in Tamoguna. That is in Tamoguna. That is also there in scriptures. Some tantric, what do you call, the tantric samhitas will be there. So they take from it and they start worshipping. So people have access. They they get access for such things, and then they can do
So,
that also.
so why do they, by practicing that kind of process, where do they go? What do they achieve?
Basically, they want to achieve tamoguna energies and strengths.
So, so basically, it's not of any purpose. Now, they want to get
No, no,
some.
no. They get so much benefit in that.
Huh?
No, no, they get benefited. They get benefited, but
Then
they
they get
get
benefited
benefited in tamoguna. Like,
materially or spiritually.
no, no, materially only. They don't want to spiritual. They
Mm.
want material benefit.
Correct.
They can control people. They can gain wealth. They can do so many other things.
Mm.
They want to kill somebody or destroy some things. All these
Mm.
things are done like that.
And if someone
Yeah.
like who has been practicing from their parentage, like if somebody is practicing that kind of knowledge, and if he comes to know about this knowledge, so is it not good for them to come out of that and practice pure devotional service? Or uh, one, because yesterday I had a discussion with someone and he was telling that since they have taken birth in that clan, and we should not deviate from that because we have taken birth in that clan, and if they are practicing this, so mm, he wanted to be a part of that. So,
And anything other than devotional service is useless only.
that's what I wanted to
No need to
clarify.
do anything. Even if somebody is good, very dharmic person is doing very good ritualistic activities in the temple and all.
Mm.
And even though he may be temple, even in a Vishnu temple also, he is doing very ritualistically. He
Mm.
should not do it ritually. He should take to pure devotional service only.
Mm.
What to speak of this tantric worship? Any
Correct.
other thing other than uh, Krishna, the dharma projita kaita
Keto.
votra paramo nirmatsarana. All these things are kaitava only.
Mm.
Only pure devotional service is accepted.
And there's so much of knowledge about that tantric knowledge, and they feel that they are so knowledgeable, and whatever they are doing is ultimate. So how to help such people?
Yeah, what is the use of that knowledge? Scientists also have so much knowledge. What is the use of knowledge?
Correct.
It will not going to help you to come out of the birth and
But
death.
the process is so much,
So
so
any knowledge which is not connected to Krishna.
so
So what is the
the
point?
process which they are following, they feel that it's so dynamic. So how to help those people who are into that very grossly?
We
Uh,
cannot help them.
I feel sad for
No,
them.
see, that's what. No, see, now, can you help a big billionaire? No, you cannot help. He's so much absorbed in money and wealth and, and fame and name. How can you help him? We can't. We don't have that much energy to help him.
Mm.
Even Krishna also could not help Duryodhana. What to speak of? Krishna could not help Duryodhana. He could not help Ashwatthama. So they remain demonic only. So this people's mentality cannot be changed. Even Krishna cannot do much unless he comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and deliver Jagai and Madai. That is a different case.
Mm.
But otherwise, somebody very highly elevated Vaishnava should show compassion on them and deliver.
Very true.
Otherwise, they cannot be delivered.
Very true. Very true. Seriously, so, and then when we think like that, now then seriously, I'm just sharing with you that then we feel our good fortune and how blessed we are that by the grace of Srila Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's moment. Otherwise, there was no hope at all in this material world to come out of all those things which uh, everybody was like, there was no hope actually. That makes me
Yeah,
so
true.
humble and so uh, that how blessed we are.
Mm.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Yes, bro, that is true. It's, uh, Shakti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. If you have time, I'll ask. Otherwise, I'll ask tomorrow, Prabhu.
Yeah, I can take one.
Okay. It's a different question, Prabhu. In Sri Vaishnavas, they pray Lord Narayana as servited mode. Okay. Dasya Bhav. So
That's the
in our
yeah.
Gaudiya Vaishnava also, we anyhow, uh, there are Nidya Siddhas, Radharani, Gopis, Manjari, so many are there, no? So anyhow, we are going to be like a Manjari servant like that only, no? We are also going to be in the Dasya Bhav only, no? Then how we differ, Prabhu, actually?
Oh, ours is Dasya is the standard, but within that, na, like that is the base. Everybody thinks they are servant of Krishna only, but the relation is not of the mood is not of a servant. The mood is of a lover. Mood is of a friend. Mood is of a mother. So that mood is different. Like now, your mother will take care of you, but she feels like without her caring, it will be difficult for you. Like you caring for your children, you feel that without my care, my child will be in trouble. So the mood is that I need to care. Like you have friendship with somebody, you may take, you need that, you feel that I need to give him some advice, good advice, and you want to take advice from him. So the mood you are seeing, that rasa is different. You serve your husband, but it is not that your mood is not of a servant. Your mood is something different. Sometimes you may be in the mood of servant, but most of the time the mood is different. You
Yeah,
want to
yeah, I understand,
different
Prabhu.
types of lovers are
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
They want to control and all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand. But what you're telling, exactly, I'm able to
So
understand.
for them, another thing is Krishna is Lord. No, no, for them, na, Krishna is Supreme Lord for Vaikuntha mood in Sri Vaishnava and other things. But in this case, in Vrindavan, for them, Krishna is not God. He is one of the Vrajavasis. He is one of the members in a family or one of a boy in the village. So they don't even consider him as the Lord.
Okay, that,
Even if
but
his Lord also does not matter for them.
no, what you're telling, I'm able to understand. But in spiritual world, what will be that actual position? Will be serving, but will be thinking that neighbor like that, neighbor, friend.
The mood is one of the friend, neighbor. Yeah, the mood is like that. That's what Chaitanya Krishna comes to this world to show that pastime. See, you can have a different relation. Vaikuntana, they'll all keep Lord Narayana on the seat throne. All are sitting down, worshipping, offering prayers, offering all the items, and serving. But in Vrindavan, they don't put him in asana and all. They'll pray with him, they'll dance with him, they'll fight with him, they'll feed him. They are just treating like one of the family members or a village boy. In
Okay,
Vaikuntha,
so
it's not like that. Lord is on a big throne and always worshipped. That's all.
okay. So will be like how we think now also, like ISKCON devotees, like when we see Gaudiya Vaishnava's family, there will be also will be like a family serving, keeping Krishna as centered. Somehow or other will be serving like that.
There, you don't, the mood is not just, okay, he is one of the, he is not a boss. He is just one of the member. No. Yashodamai will chastise Krishna if he's doing wrong, and she is upset. He is doing something. All these things are there. So he also don't want to be Lord there. He want to be one of the member only. He also don't like always people are worshipping as a god, god, god.
So we'll
You
forget
don't feel
everything. Like
nice.
we will forget everything that the Lord and all. Like we'll be there
You
like a
want to
family.
forget, huh?
We'll be like there.
Yes, yes, yes,
So suddenly this thought came
yes.
in.
And then that family, na, where everybody is only absorbed in Krishna only. In our family here, we have absorption in our own personal things.
Oh,
My family member should do something for me also. Like I give something to my child, I expect something in return. But in spiritual world, nothing is written, only giving only. Everybody want to give. So here in the family, the problem comes is I have expectations from my family members. In spiritual world, there are zero expectations. That is
so
the
when
difference.
everybody is giving, everybody will be taking.
Nobody want to take there, only giving.
Oh, no,
But
naturally
still
I'm
they get
telling.
it.
Naturally it will come. No, that we need not to expect even that we
Ah,
in
yes.
100% in the giving mood. Everybody is in that. Now everybody is here in
So
expecting
everybody
mood.
get.
Uh, It's like
Yeah.
no. Suddenly this one came into my mind, Prabhuji. I always pray that I have to be in the association of uh, devotees, Bhagavatam and Bhagavadas. There are two type of Bhagavatam, right? So then I was thinking, I
Yes.
always wanted to be in the association of Bhagavatam and Bhagavadas. So where you wanted to be exactly that I'm not. I felt that I'm not specific where I'm supposed to be. So far I used to pray like this only. Now I have a clarity that yes, I wanted to be in the association of devotees in Srimad Bhagavatam. Where exactly? That I got clarity, Prabhu. Now, thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you.
Okay. Uh, thank you all very much.